pumped.
Pumped! Wow. Holy Lord. Welcome to the Rectangles, folks. Come on in. Come on in.
Come on into our separate rectangles. Choose a door. You can only enter one door.
One of us
Inside all of
only-
us, inside
Yeah.
each of us, we have an Eric and a Justin.
We have
And
two
whichever one you feed.
cis white wolves, and one of them always lies, and the other one's a father of two. Which one will you pick? Who knows? Oh boy. God, welcome, folks. We're coming in hot off of our last stage show, which was this past Sunday. We're still riding those euphoric waves. How was that night for you, Justin?
I had a blast. I did a piece that was. I've been trying to do more performance-based pieces rather than just like shouting jokes or listing jokes, as the commentators might comment upon. And so the piece I did, which I imagine we'll see the YouTube pretty soon, is very much about the gaps in between the talking. And so I was happy it did pretty well, I thought.
It was great. Really, really fun piece. One of my highlights of the night.
And talk about stepping out of the comfort zone, not to just pat each other on the back, but Eric coming strong with a song piece.
I know. I did a song, and I don't normally sing. And when I do sing, it's like a bullshit thing, like my sandwich puppet. But I went for it, and it was okay. It went okay.
It was great.
Thanks, man.
I thought it did really well, and I thought your singing was very good.
Oh, that's very nice of you. Well, we'll let the judge,
the world decide.
Yeah, exactly. My hope is that someone who is a better singer than me can make it go viral on TikTok and not credit me. That's my
the dream.
Yeah.
That way, someday, years and years from now, you can lean over to your grandchildren and say, like, you know that trend about the landlord stuff?
Who's that? That was me. And they're like, Grandpa, go back to VR sleep, okay? Go back to VR sleep.
Upload his brain to the cloud. He's done.
I will say not to go down this route, but I did. This was like a year ago or so. I got tagged like 100 times in one day of being like, what is this? Is this you? Who is this? Blah, blah, blah. Because somebody on TikTok did a character that was a guy walking in like all floppy and was like, hey, what's up? It's me, your roommate, and not 1 million ants inside of a roommate. And I was like,
Oh, man. I will say that's very Eric, but it's right next door. It's right next door to Eric.
It's like right there. And it was literally like, I love being your roommate with my normal flesh skin. I was like, bro, this is really close, dude. I don't know, dude.
Now, did you reach out? Did that make you want to reach out or like shut off? Do you want to
I was like,
approach
cool.
another Eric?
Yeah, I was like, cool. And I went and did a real life thing for the day, you know. Turned off the screen.
So you had to avoid. Well, so in a potential like dimension hopping Eric, would you meet another Eric? Would you like to meet the multiversity of Erics out there?
No, I'm scared because the first one I met that wasn't doing comedy that was mildly successful, I would kill and take their life.
Wow.
I would assume
that's your first move. So you would like literally look at it and be like, wow, those are nice shoes. Murder.
Yeah.
Your life's mine.
This guy had nicer shoes than me. You would do it. You would do it too. Come on. What about you? You'd want to meet like the other options, Justin?
Hell yeah. I'd like to see what other shit they got up to. What kind of like
you would do it from like the outside looking in, not like, oh no, I should have done this.
Yeah, exactly. I'd just be curious, like, oh, when did you do that? Why did you do that?
Yeah.
Do you are your kids good? And then I'd be like an awkward like meet cute. And then I'd have sex with myself.
I would also have sex with myself. I have asked that question before. That's like, you know, like those icebreaker questions that you ask, the would you rather questions.
Always just real quick, Eric. That's not a good icebreaker.
I know. But you know those icebreakers that are like, would you rather live in a world without pizza or a world without hamburgers? When it's my turn, I'm always like, my would you rather is if you could have sex with yourself, would you or would you not?
Wow. Strong. That's shattering, that's melting, obliterating the ice.
I think it's very telling depending on what you answer. In chat, go ahead and let me know this. If you met a version of yourself, would you have sex with them? Or no?
Interesting. Just to check your own moves?
That's what I'm saying. Things to consider. They know what you like. you know?
Right.
And then other things to consider. Don't you want to know what you look like when you're having sex?
Wow. Interesting. Very a little sociopathic, perhaps, but
No, this
I
isn't
got
like
you. It's more of an experiment,
American Psycho, like looking to the side and like flexing. This is like,
isn't it? Isn't that exactly what it is?
in my head, it's different because I'm also giving and receiving an orgasm, so it's different.
Yeah. Anyway, welcome to Characters. Welcome. We not
You know
only
what?
do we cover these topics, but we have the best damn character performers from the entire world of Brooklyn, New York.
They are going to be performing for you, and we're just going to sit around and enjoy a nice icy cold beverage and watch. Right, Justin? What are you drinking tonight?
Oh, I've got a fresh bottle of H2O. My wife and I are doing Dry March. It's like Dry January, but in a month where more fun stuff happens.
Yeah, I was about to say that's nice. Really, really good. And there's also no rhyme scheme to it. A lot of people do like a sober October, you know, because it rhymes. You're just doing Dry March is like one of the hardest words to get out of my mouth. It sounds horrible.
It sounds bad. It sounds worse than it is. Having a really dry March over here.
Dry March is like an arid, humid, like lips cracking kind of.
Yeah. The biggest sign of climate change is dry March. There's a dryness to March that's infecting everyone.
Oh wait, yeah. When is St. Patrick's Day? I'm seeing in chat St. Patrick's Day. Are you guys gonna do a little cheat day? You should do a cheat day.
And maybe we'll do a cheat day. I don't know. We have to agree, so that's a little tricky. You know.
Wow, really? Like,
you ever have to agree with someone?
Think about that sentence. Let that sentence be the last thing you think about before you go to bed tonight.
Yeah, no, definitely. Really good to think about that one.
Oh man, enough about that, folks. You're here to see characters, not to see us wonder if we'd have sex with each other or not.
Yeah, and that was on your checklist, and I guess we've covered all of that. And
I think we're ready.
You're off. You're loose.
Yeah, it is time to see some characters, folks. I'm so excited for this first person. How about you, Justin?
Very much so, because we're going to say a series of words, and I don't think you're going to know exactly what you're about to see until it happens. And that's it's like springing a trap on you. Spring a trap with the character.
This is the Saw 2 of character intros, you know?
Yeah, I Saw 2. I did not see it coming. Like Saw 1, I was like, whoa! And I was like, there's no way this puppet's coming back. Oh, man!
There he is. But in the meantime, let's welcome to the Rectangles, Prison Milk Scares Dairy Free. Yeah!
Yeah, you think you're bad, you little punks? You can make me curdle? I ain't no sort of milk. Curds. So, you done heard a scared straight? Well, something even scarier. They're dairy free. Fucker, old head and OC, original calcium. And this is the ShopRite prison, refrigerated section. Chilly in here, ain't it? You scared? Come on inside. Come on, baby Belle. The jail shouldn't scare you. Oh, you don't want to end up here, you young punks. So young, you ain't nothing but basically breast milk. Couldn't even handle it here with the likes of yogurt and kefir. They'd knock you on your derriere. Real talk. I came from a good cow. A well-adjusted dairy farm, but along the way, we passed my cell date. I became spoiled. Spent my early days partying, raging at frothers, the 90s. Hey, got milk, that was my fucking heyday. That campaign slogan, it made me famous. Hung out with the coolest kids from Mr. Rogers' neighborhood to all the Disneys, from Brittany, Demi. Man, we was high. Next thing you know, I was in bars ordering pints, and I went bad. The dairy game is a hard one, yo. You know what? I was a bit of a bully. I get it. But one day, I picked the wrong product. Yo, Lactate! You ain't nothing but a lactose-free version of me, new boy. You think you the shit, but I can make you shit. And I'm quick too. Pasteurized before you even notice, motherfucker. Then I went rogue. I jumped into this bottle and I went down a belly of sweet soup. She was 18 months and she loved me. Drank so much that she passed out. Milk drunk, they call it. My third DWI. Freaking wild intolerant. I'm just doing time till my shelf life is up. But I'm changed. Healed. I'm all about that dairy-free life. And I know you might be wondering, kids, Milk, why would you be in support of dairy-free? And to be honest, it took me a long time to see the error of my ways, because, I did some good. Like the body, yeah, I did that. Tattooing people on my sides. Look at this. This shit saved a lot of lives. You know what I'm saying? Right now, we looking for Mac. His last scene with cheese, but we gonna find him too, because I am the key ingredient of the milkshake. I brought all the boys to the yard. Not soy, but I knew when my time was near. And as the years came by, I just became more of a homogenized hoe, but I knew I could be butter. I was tired. One dairy had hit me. I realized who I truly was, And I identify as a fluid, non-dairy, a more peaceful, calmer, gentler on the belly, digestible milk. I turned my life around and I started working with the FDA trying to get the food pyramid to change. Now, I've had some opposition. Like powdered milk, that bitch is crazy. Ain't nothing but a fucking doomsday like apocalyptic pressure. I mean, seriously. Don't fuck with that fucking powdered milk. Okay? For real. Chill about it for real. What you giggling for, organic, grass-fed, free-range, gluten-free coconut silk milk? You think you ain't gonna end up here because you $28 a gallon? You ain't hard. Ain't nothing but expensive. Now, some say I'm bad, I'm spoiled, but I just know the score. You hear me? And you need to too. Life can be hard. I've been knocked over in trust. Ain't no one crying over spilt meat. Now, from farm to table, it's a long life. And before I go, I'm going to make a difference. And you can too, all of you. Walnut, oat, peanut, even you, almond milk. It's too late for me. But you have an opportunity to make this world a dairy-free place. Except you, peanut milk. You sus. I mean, bruh, for real. Like, peanut, how many people have you killed, my nutty? Nobody can trust you. People have died because of you. But they have not died by being dairy-free.
Yeah.
Wow.
So good. Kit Williams.
Kit Williams,
Yeah.
everybody.
Wow.
Okay.
Love the costume. Love the
Thank
background.
you.
Love the puns. So good.
You really milked it, if I might say.
I milked it for all it was worth.
Wow.
Well,
I'm
I
no
think-
counterfeit.
Wow, more in the tank. Well, let me ask you, with a character like this, I feel like, is it a collection of milk puns first, or are you sort of getting into it one by one and then just researching, like Googling milk in any which way you can?
It's more of a Google milk every which way I can and just find like what I liked and what I want to say is funny. And then it's kind of like, I just had to remember, like, with the old school character, that's why with even with the milk carton, because I was like, that just reminded me of like when I was in grade school. I was like this, we drank milk out that hard ass carton. And I just feel like milk in general, like old school milk, it's just like that 70s person at the damn trucker stop, just smoking a cigarette, just telling you about the good old days. I'm like, milk is just a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, milk's been through some shit. Well, but I mean, it is weird. I don't drink any milk in any capacity anymore. But they push milk on kids when they're young.
Man.
Same thing. Like, I grew up and I had like intolerance, and I didn't like. I was one of those kids where I was like, "This, fuck it, I don't care, do it anyway." And so, like, I drank milk up until like the pandemic, and then after that, it's like, girl, you know what? Your stomach would not hurt if you would just drink almond milk or coconut milk.
Wow, we all changed during the pandemic, you know.
Yeah, except
Cut
ice
off
cream.
that
I'm not gonna
milk.
give it up.
Yeah, no, there are lines. A little intolerance is worth a good bit of ice cream.
Sometimes you just got to take that L and just die if you die. I'm
That's a
okay.
really good point. I think that every time I ordered 18 wings instead of 12 wings somewhere.
Yeah. If you go, you go, but you gonna go what? Happy.
Yeah.
So you're not doing it to hurt anybody. You're doing it for the Lord. It's okay.
That's right.
That's-
Exactly.
What's the risk there? Just too much hot sauce at once?
I
Choking on
mean,
the bone?
wings. Too many wings. Because
I mean, you might choke on a chicken bone.
You might.
It could. That could happen. That can happen.
One of my biggest pet peeves ever is when somebody eats wings and they don't eat the wing doesn't look like it was in the desert when they're done with the wing. If there's
you know
like
what that's because like where I come from, I'm from Oklahoma. We straight up from the South, and you clean those wings.
That's what I'm talking about.
Like if it's not clean, then what did you do? What did you do? You have wasted food. And at that point, my mama would beat your ass.
That's
right.
right.
Waste chicken in our house. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I can't tolerate waste. And the wing, it just feels like someone who like takes 3 bites and puts it down. I'm like, what's your life? It's such a comment on the person.
Oh, but Justin, let's just be clear. Justin takes it one step further. I will never forget. This was years ago. You just casually mentioned this on the live stream that sometimes when you're like going to visit relatives for a couple days, you'll bring vegetables that are about to go bad from the fridge, and you'll make everybody eat these like bad vegetables.
Well, I've got these vegetables, and it's not like they're rotten, but I'm just like, look, I can't leave them in the fridge and let them go to waste. So I'm there, and I'm just like, hey, let's just chop this up. We'll make a fun little salad.
Hey, what's
up? Or
up?
you could have just froze it and made a broth or something later and not put them through that. But yeah,
that's fair. That's fair. I could have my own little private rot.
I'm just saying. I mean, no reason to bring everybody. It's kind of like this. Oh, smell this. This smells horrible. No, this okay. You could just keep it for yourself.
It's not these vegetables aren't poison. They just like have a little like
they're bad. They're just
a little penicillin to it. It's okay.
What do you do? If a vegetable has mold on it, it's in the garbage. But like,
I don't believe that for 1 second.
Really, I think you just cut it off. I think you just cut off the moldy piece.
I bet he does.
Okay, Kate, you're all over the place here with this vegetable conversation. Whose side do you want?
I'm just saying that if this is the energy you're giving me, I'm not saying you would. I'm just saying the energy that I'm feeling from you says I'm a cutter offer and I'm going to use it anyway.
I think Justin's a cutter offer, which also feels like I think we just created a Seinfeld episode, by the way.
The cutter offer.
Cutter offer. He cuts off.
It's fine.
It's totally fine. Just cut it off.
Kit, do you have anything you want to plug or promote? You got anything coming up?
Yeah, I do. I'm actually doing a couple of shows at the Pit, also doing SoloCom, where I'm taking my show, I Told Your Ass, out for like the first time. I'm doing like a 15-minute, it's like a musical comedy meets a whole bunch of Black people, being my Black mama, my aunts, and everybody else who's told me something in my life. Going, I told your ass you shouldn't do that. And stories of them telling me what I should and shouldn't do.
Hell yeah.
And then I'm going to do the song from it called Lazy Bitch, which I wrote when I moved to New York City because I was a lazy bitch and now I got here.
I mean, folks, if that doesn't get your ass out there, then nothing will. That sounds awesome.
I told y'all ass it's going to be a good time.
Yeah.
Do you have a date for that?
That is the 25th. Yes, that's the 25th. And then the 26th, I'm at the Fat Black Pussycat, something like that, doing some stand-up because I'm going to be funny.
Look at this all over.
Yeah, you got a bunch of stuff going on. Awesome.
So, yeah. And you can always follow me on the Instagram because that's where I list all my comic dates. Because I'm doing some stuff at the Broadway Comedy Club too, as well.
There it is. So follow
and everywhere I am Kit Williams on any handle.
So follow it. I am
like
Kit Williams.
Go find Kit.
I'm telling you, I am everywhere where you want to find me and places you don't.
Perfect.
Nice.
Well, Kit, thank you for that character. Thanks for being here, and thanks for finally saying something to Justin because, God,
he's a cut offer.
It's been too long. It's been too long. Kit, we'll see you soon. Thank you.
See you guys. Thanks.
See you, Kit.
Bye.
That was great.
You want to use the whole buffalo. Okay, is all I'm saying.
Shut up.
And look, I'm getting roasted in the comments here. Usually, Kathy L usually bring wine as a host gift. That's just me. What is wine? But, old grapes, Kathy. Think about that.
Wine is just rotten grapes, rotten old fermented grapes. That's a good point.
I'm just fermenting. I'm a slow fermenter. I'm making slow motion kimchi, basically. You should try composting where veggies belong, says Scheuchler. He doesn't eat any vitamins. Don't accept food from Justin. Good to know, says Raisin Delta.
Yeah, honestly,
Man.
don't accept any gifts from Justin because I fear it's some type of needful thing situation where you don't pay in money when Justin gives you something. You'll find out what you pay in the long run later.
This is very funny. I recently invited you over to my house for dinner, and now we're hearing a lot of real undertakes.
Well, let me just say, you invited me over a while ago, and we found ways to make it not happen yet. So
Well, I gotta wait for the vegetables to ripen.
yeah, great, perfect. Yeah, please, I can't wait to have old vegetables at your place. You're really selling me on it, man.
Why is this guacamole black like the midnight sky? It's still good. It's still good.
It's fine. It's good. It's good. Oh boy,
Folks, if you want to support us so that we can get fresh veggies, please hit us up on our business Venmo. It's how we pay the lovely Jorge, who we got to see live in person in all his glory at our Sunday night show. Hit us up on that business Venmo. It's at Characters Welcome. And whenever if you throw anything into the bucket, put something in the comment. We will read it aloud right here on the rectangle.
We will
finally get your take.
It's true. We'll say the actual thing out loud. Justin will say it. If you want Justin to say, I will no longer serve people old rotten vegetables because I understand that there's a power dynamic issue there and maybe people are just doing it to be nice and maybe they don't really want to eat it. All you have to do is give us $1 and he'll say that.
Or if you want Eric to say, I would fuck my multiversal self and then kill and take his place. Oops, he already said that. Never mind.
Exactly. I was about to say, Justin, I will say that for free. But if for $1 you want me to say how I would fuck myself, I will tell you.
Why buy the cow when the sort of spoiled milk is free?
Good point. Good point, Justin. But oh my God, we're having so much fun. But I really think that we should bring on our next character. What do you think?
100%. You know, these guys are everywhere. You can't escape them. I always get my stomach flips whenever I'm going over the speed limit and I encounter one. So what a pleasure to have them right here at home.
Oh, can't wait, right?
Please welcome to the Rectangles, a cop.
It's over, Smith. The exits are blocked. The only way out is the way we came. It's time to pay for your murders. After all these years of tracking you, getting inside your sick mind, skipping weapons training at the academy to research what really makes you tick, I finally got you right where I want you. Now you can either come in quietly or, well, things are about to get real interesting. I'm going to remember this day until I fucking die. Everyone at the academy said I was an idiot for skipping weapons training, but today, everyone's going to see how many brains I have. What's so funny? Stop laughing, motherfucker. People are going to be talking about this for years. And not like how they talked about Barcelona when I handcuffed myself to a running bull. Or Miami when I handcuffed myself to a running speedboat. Or Chicago when I misunderstood what going undercover as a sex worker meant and gave myself the worst blowjob of my life. But this time there are no handcuffs because I'm not allowed to have them anymore. This time there's just you and me. And you know what they say. I've got a pretty itchy trigger thumb. Yes, it is. Yes, it is what they say. That is what they say. And I'd hate if something were to accidentally happen, especially considering I didn't call backup and no one else knows we're here. Do I look familiar, Smith? They say I look just like my old man, the cop who caught you the first time. I was just a kid, but I remember the headline on the day he died. You want to see it? Oops. Dumb cop gives himself the electric chair. Killer escapes. How could this happen, says everyone. No, seriously, like how? There was no article. Just that. Well, I'm not going to make the same mistakes as my old man, because after I shoot this gun, I'm going to take a vacation, which means tomorrow's paper is going to read Officer Takes Life, finally rests in peace. What the fuck is so funny?
Eric Feurer, everybody.
Wow.
Bringing us just a regular everyday beat cop doing his work, you know?
Every time he comment from Carly, every time he does this, the gun gets funnier. Thank you so
Love
much.
that.
Fans of the show remember the last time I did this was, I think, a little over a year ago when Michael was hosting with me, and I had put black electrical tape around a caulk gun. And so
yes. Famously, it's a gun in name, but it doesn't look much like a gun.
Yeah, Kathy says, yeah, you used like a hairdryer or something. Yeah, I used a caulk gun, and I did my goddamn best. This time what I did was I took a brand new journal I just bought, and I cut the front of it.
You had a whole other gun right there. You got a second gun left over.
We turned it into a little gun. I got enough space for another gun. This looks okay. Come on.
It's very convincing.
It doesn't look bad at all, right? Come on now.
Plus, it's so black. It's like an absence of light when you're holding it up there.
It is the darkest. Yes, it is the darkest journal of them all. Not anymore.
So what were you going to use that journal for? Dreams?
What's that?
What were you going to use that journal for? Dreams?
Dreams? Yeah, I was going to put my dreams in there, and now I have to be very careful about which dreams I put right here, because anybody could see what a little pervert I am.
You've exposed yourself. Yeah, that's where you write down your perverted thoughts, so you don't say them. Except you also say them.
I got to get them out of my mouth. Well, here's the deal: you're all very lucky that I write down the worst ones. I say the tamest of the perverted thoughts. I'm almost like a Marvel superhero for being bad to the bone. It's true.
Bad to the bone? Did you just say?
Bad to the bone. Bad. You know what I mean, right?
I don't know what you mean. You took a sharp turn there, as if you were about to confess something, and said, "Not bad to the bone."
Wow,
bad.
Kathy is literally the what is that phrase in theater? The dramaturg.
Dramaturg.
Welcome. It was August 11th, 2021. The picture's the thumbnail on the channel list of live videos. That means I haven't done that character in a year and a half. God, time flies. Scary.
Nice.
Scary what happens to time, isn't it?
Well, it is. I mean, the piece I'm doing later is the first piece, the first original piece that I wrote when we were doing this live show in COVID.
When we were doing the live show? Really?
No, sorry, the live stream show in COVID. When we started this, what we're doing right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I can't wait. That was a really fun. I remember when we were starting to get these together. The first thing we started with was like a top 10 of the 10 most viewed characters on the YouTube page, and we brought everybody together. That was a really good time. We had Matt Rogers on there. That was really fun. That was a good time.
Very good. Very fun.
What happens to time, Justin?
What are you having? You're going to do some heavy journaling tonight. I feel like you're having some sort of crisis.
Where did it all go? Cuco, good times, good times. Jorge, could you ban this guy, please?
Yeah.
Would appreciate it.
Yeah. We have the best techs in the biz.
There he is.
Oh, wow. That's like a fucking ghost right there. I love a best techs in the biz we have on this show. But then when they turn into musicians, I don't know. They change.
Here's the other thing. I just saw Cuco and Jorge in the same room together, and we try to keep our techs separated so they don't get any weird ideas.
Yeah, exactly.
No, once their little tech minds start thinking together, like
100%. It's like when you see an ant, it's like, it's just an ant who's lost. See two ants?
You're like, there's more ants.
There's
we
more
just see Jorge's sleep paralysis demon. Yes, Kurt.
That's such a great call.
Yeah,
that's such a great call, Raisin Delta, because that is what it looks like.
Yes, if Kurt is anything, he is the antithesis to Jorge. He is the he's Mecha Jorge or whatever. I don't know, whatever the opposite. There he is. It's a scary guy.
That is what happens.
Kurt looks like one of the zombies in I Am Legend, just kind of standing in the corner, breathing all weird.
Wow, look at Jorge dropping tech while it's on screen.
Don't like that. What do you say we bring out our next character, Justin?
I think that's a great idea. Very excited for this next character. We, when you have a good dish, it'll go anywhere. In this case, we got a tuna salad at a shiva. Let's go.
Woo!
Hello, everybody. It's your second favorite grievance nosh, tuna salad. Prepared by Eddie in the back and purchased by Gloria of Akron, Ohio. Consumed by 80% of Temple Beth congregation. I am a whopping 12-ounce pile of mush here to kick that IBS into gear because hiding in the bathroom is much better than sitting with Uncle Ernie in a vest and Crocs on the front porch. Excuse. Oh, God. Phew. Clean wipes are my favorite. Would you look at that? Clean as a whistle. Boy, us Jews really know how to talk about the dead while smelling like it, too. I am self-aware, believe me. Ask Chala over there. That sweet son of a bitch is so sick of my crap. I mean, all I do is smother her in the face. And Babka over there, that show-off, such a crowd pleaser. Ugh. Oh, is that Rabbi Stevenson? I cannot say enough about that little punum. But I can say a little about that beard. My aunties have taken more visits than they had intended to. Listen, napkins are your friends, boys. And so is Great Clips. I'm sure they have a Shiva discount. Yikes. Oh, wow, with the yentas and their stuffy noses, keep it away from the kitchen spread, please. I know this could be a little hypocritical because it's not just people with expiration dates. I am perfectly aware of the reality of mortality. Like, Dr. Seuss in the house. Okay, whatever. Are there any doctors in the house yet, though? Are they here? Because I know they want a piece of me and my healthy oils and stale celery. Yeah, you know what, Tuna? Let them be. They're mourning. And Logan cheated on his girlfriend again. So I heard. It's none of my business, though. I mean, could you believe he brought her here? Meanwhile, his mother is beside himself. She doesn't know which flannels of Abe's to donate and which ones to make into a rustic tablecloth. All the ladies are saying it's the new thing, but what do I know? I just wear my saran wrap and loose leaves, and I don't ask any questions. Please, Domino extra cheese with the side eye? That was one time, and it's only because Cheryl said that Bert had a dairy allergy, and I had to check for clarity. It's not that I don't want you here, sweetie. It's just that no one else does. There's enough cheese in the zucchini casserole, and you don't exactly come in a family heirloom from Target. Manischewitz in the corner at 3 p.m.? Did we invite, what's her face? What's that little Martha Stewart? I had an idea I should pitch Bubby's Shiva Charcuterie Board as a seasonal special. Do you think that would get me an ALDIS credit? What are you saying? IMBD. Okay, whatever you say with the young. Okay. Gladys, here she goes. She's handing the toddler a $5 bill again to fetch her another round of bagels and schmear. Listen, Locks has always been the main character, and I am sick of being the smellier sidekick. When will I ever land the lead, Locks?
Yeah.
Chloe Schneider, everybody.
Let me tell you, that hat does a lot for this piece.
Yeah, it's doing the work.
I did not know how to dress her, so this was a cheat, I feel, but
it worked. I was like, yeah, this is good. Can you show did you have some type of lettuce contraption? What was going on?
Yeah, it's my dinner, I guess.
Yes.
That's awesome.
That was so good.
That's an edible arrangement. And those vegetables looking fresh.
They do look fresh. Unlike Kathy's comment here, leave that tuna salad out for a while and Justin will bring it to someone's house. Kathy, we posted in the private chat. You're on it tonight.
You are roasting me, which is ironically a good thing to do with vegetables that are getting a little soft. So thank you. Well, let me say though, tuna salad is one thing I do not eat. I could eat almost anything. Tuna salad, I feel like, is an absolute disaster. What's up with it?
I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like amongst other smelly things that I think is just easier to slap on something. Like it's just stuff you put on bread.
Yeah.
But it's the one that is like the smelliest.
It is.
So it's one people kind of stay away from typically.
Definitely.
A lot of like bodegas here in New York have like tuna salad on the daily. And I'm like, who is are they throwing these lumps away? Like, can you imagine if you're driving down a New York City street and someone throws a lump of tuna salad in your car? That would be like maybe the worst thing.
Did that did that happen to you?
I was just thinking of a horrible thing.
Flashback. I'm sorry for the flashback.
I'm definitely not. Yeah. I can confidently say this. I'm well into my third decade. I've never had tuna salad before.
Yeah.
Well, you haven't. I'm glad you haven't been to a shiva then, because
that's the focal point. That's the central focus of that unlock.
Yeah,
that coincides together. But it's you can dress it up. You can make like a tuna melt.
Okay, that sounds okay.
You can make it cute.
Jorge,
Jorge,
bro.
Thank you, Jorge, for coming to my defense and roasting our guy Eric over here. Can't take all.
I also don't have a credit card, so I don't have a credit card.
Oh, all right. Can't talk.
We don't have to talk about that. Okay, that's a different part.
I like Chloe. You're just totally bowing out. You're like, oh, okay. Well, I don't want to get into that.
Well, you're beyond help, so I don't have respect for you. Chloe, what have you been up to lately? What's going on?
I've been doing I took my first character workshop with Sarah.
Whoa, nice.
Which was super helpful. I have all these clearly I'm a big inanimate object person.
That's my kind of stuff right there.
I was like not able to focus on like putting a full draft together. So that was really good accountability for me, and the feedback, everything. It was highly recommend.
Wow. So that's where this character came from?
Yeah, I brought it there and then drafted it up there.
You crushed.
That's awesome.
That's so
Thank
good.
you.
Does that mean, is this do you do characters on the reg, or is this one of your first like character performances?
This is my first character performance. I've been doing
Come on.
Thank you.
So good.
I love it because the way you arrange that lettuce, you seem like you've definitely done it before. Like, no joke. That's like an experienced cheat right there.
That is the cheat of somebody who is on year 3 of doing this show and is just trying to.
Honestly, I wouldn't think to do that. I'd have like a lettuce necklace.
I was going to tape this to my forehead. I think I just I'll do 3 years of this and then we'll keep seeing where this goes. But
exactly.
I do like open mics for stand up, and I've been doing sketch for a little bit. I've never done like just a solo character performance.
Wow. So now you've dipped your toes in both sides of the great character stand up war. Now you've come out. How do you feel?
I feel really good. I would love to do this character live and see how that goes. But this is I like this platform a lot. So this is a nice way to do.
That is ding ding the right answer that Eric wants.
Yeah,
that is the right answer, and I'm just looking for you to say that stand up sucks. Just a tiny bit more.
Not necessary. You do not have to do that.
Good. Well, I think that this was. I mean, come on, this was so good. I hope that we see so much more of you. In the meantime, though, do you have anything you want to plug or promote? Is there anywhere we can see you in the soon?
Other salads you're playing.
What salads? Anyone wants to give me a sweet cream credit? No, I do. The open mics I do are very generous and post boomerangs, but I'm trying to get on their shows. So if I'm consistent, I'll hopefully have something to promote with that.
Great. So we'll follow you. We'll follow you on those social medias and look out for where we'll see you next. But let me say, I'm sure you will not be a stranger to this show, and we'll see you soon.
Please come back.
Thank you so much.
Sharon Shaza Solomon, all the way from Australia, says she enjoyed that.
That's
Wow.
great. Hard period. You know that they're for real. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's official.
Awesome. Well, we'll see you soon. Great job. So good.
Thanks,
Great to meet you
Chloe.
guys. Thank you.
Wow. Honestly, Justin, the hat and the label is right up your alley too.
I mean, playing a salad
So good.
costume that is like smart, but also created in the moment.
Is this what Qui-Gon Jinn felt like when he met Anakin on Tatooine? You're gonna check her character midichlorian levels?
Get out of here with this episode 1 shit that nobody knows. I just watched Star Wars for the first time with my daughters. Naturally started on A New Hope. It was very fun. Yeah.
Did they like it so far?
They did.
Good.
Older loved, younger got scared in the middle of the night because of the trash compactor monster, which is could have predicted that.
Fair enough. That's fair. But you got to get them scared of trash compactors early, or else they're going to play in trash compactors. So
yeah, exactly. That's a lesson. Yeah, these are all life lessons. Private Chat Jorge says, mentioned the seashell, which of course, famously, my seashell character, where I just put a seashell up to my forehead.
Where he sometimes tapes it, sometimes doesn't even do that and just does this. With the seashell.
The thing is, it broke. I had a whole contraption to hold it there. Broke right before I did it.
You need like a rubber band that you can just kind of slap it on.
That's what I had. I had like a string because there was like, and it was just the shell couldn't bear the weight of performance.
It's true, and sometimes it gets to all of us. We're not all cut out for it, but obviously,
yeah,
should need to rise.
It comes for us all, just like our next piece.
Yes, speaking of the show must going on, folks, we have. I think that we broke the mold with this a couple weeks ago. Now we're bringing you again another video character, followed by a talkback with the writer, director, actor, if you can believe it.
Wow. Yeah. Wow, that's right. My daughter came into.
Your daughter did come and say, "I want that show now."
You make it sound like we're about to introduce a clip from the Fablemans.
Let's throw to that. Let's see a clip from that. No, we're gonna see a character that has been videotaped. I'm so excited to see it. This is awesome. I love these kinds of shows, and we'll see what it looks like in this format. Let's welcome to the Rectangles Love Island at the UN. Whoa!
Hi, I'm the UK, and I'm here looking for a really strong ally. You know, just someone who I could, like, defend my borders with. America is proper fit. Like, that is a bit of me. Literally, because, like, he came from me, but, like, I need to remember that he mugged me off 200 years ago, and, like, I am not here to look like a proper mug. Never have I ever apologized for my imperialism. Honestly, I prefer trading without tariffs. Like, it's just better without protection. Oh, I got a text! Nations, for this week's challenge, you will form a security council to hunt for uranium. With Uranuses! Sexy! Could I see myself with France? France and I just have, like, way too much history. Like, I think that ship has sailed, like, centuries ago. So, honestly, it's just really hard for me to find, like, a fresh start at the UN because, like, so many of my exes are here. Like, there are only 22 countries I haven't invaded, so... And I'm sorry, there's just, like, nothing there with me in Belarus. Turkey, can I pull you for a chat, babes? So, I think you're proper fit. Like, you got great chat, but you are toxic for me. Like, you're literally dumping toxins into the Mediterranean, so... You're sanctioning me? I don't think so. I'm sanctioning you, babes. I'm sanctioning you. Like, I am like actually here to find a long-term ally. And like, I just feel like it's really hard to find nations who are here for the right reasons. But I do think I found someone. I'd like to couple up with this country because he's exactly my type on paper. He's the oldest nation state in Europe, and I like a zaddy. So the country I'd like to couple up with is Portugal. What? What do you mean you're already coupling up with Denmark? Honestly, like, you think you know someone, and then they lie to you about the gross domestic product. And it's like trade agreements mean nothing to anyone anymore. But like, I need to remember that I am a strong, independent country, and I can leave a bad situation. Like, I will Brexit. Like, if I can leave the Roman Catholic Church, like, I can leave his ass. Oh, I just need to remember my motto. Divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded, don't come for me.
Oh boy, that was great. Dominique, yes.
Dominique Salerno.
Yeah. So
Technical difficulties, but made it work.
that was great.
So we couldn't run background video on the piece live, so you just taped that like a couple hours ago.
Yeah, I taped it in like, it was like a blitz kind of taping situation, taping and editing like immediately in like 20 minutes. It was crazy.
That's awesome. It looks great. Your accent's fantastic. Let me just throw out.
Very good. Yeah, I love that. I could definitely see that like cut up and thrown on TikTok. That was really good. Really, really funny. So let me ask you: are you a super fan?
Yeah. Let me ask you, what is Portugal? Because that's where I got lost.
What does UN stand for? Are you a super fan of Love Island? A super fan of global politics, or both?
I am definitely a super fan of international reality TV. Like, I don't watch reality TV from the US, but I love like Love Island UK, Married at First Sight Australia. If anyone's on that journey, catching those like random YouTube, I am doing it. I love a trashy show with accents.
Did you just start on American reality shows, and then you were like, I need a harder hit. I'm addicted. I need to go harder. I need the like black tar Love Island.
Well, I think my intro drug was Made in Chelsea, because I was doing some estuary research for an accent. And then I just started watching for the story. And then that led to Married at First Sight Australia for accent research. I don't have an Australian accent, but I've watched seasons of that show.
I like you to trick yourself.
The accent will come for sure. Just keep it up.
The more
What's better?
Thrown.
What's better about the international?
Oh my gosh. They sound so much less trashy than we are. Like, it's just like, wow, so much better to watch these better human beings be messy. Wow. So much nicer.
So it's like trash, but you like that it's classy trash.
It's like recycling.
Wow, that's such a good.
Recycling.
So good. It's still trash, but it's like good for you.
I like recycling is like rich trash. Classy, high society trash.
Classy trash. That's so
it's bespoke, it's handheld, it's very deliberately placed. Really good.
Well, there is like there is some proof in the pudding there to pull a, I'm assuming, British term.
And you mean dessert when you say pudding, right?
Yes, that is what I mean. Yes, because some shows did not translate over to like British shows, for example, reality shows did not translate well over to American reality shows because Americans are just straight up too mean. But my favorite example of that is the show Taskmaster. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
I don't know that. I gotta write it down.
Hilarious competition reality show, British, that is so good. And then it has multiple seasons. and they try to bring it over to America, and the American comedians that they get are just too fucking mean to each other, and everyone's like, "This is horrible."
Yeah, we can't watch
and shitty, as opposed to like actually like caring, which apparently.
Well, I have a version of that as well. I worked on a show that was it was a scripted show in Denmark about a reality show to find the best Santa. And it was super dark and satirical, and like one Santa like took his own life over the course of it. So it was like this dark comedy scripted show. Then I worked on a show that was just the American reality show to find a good Santa. That was the whole. They took out any of the satire and any of the thing, and then it was just like, is this Santa better at running up this snowy hill with a candy cane in his hand?
Oh my God, bro. It's so bad.
Santa's in the barn. It's still online if you want to find it.
Santa's in the barn?
Yeah, because that was the name of the like dark comedy version of it. And then the name made no sense in the reality, except we shot it sort of in a barn.
No thanks, man. Thanks, but no thanks.
Really had to cut the mold off that particular vegetable. If you don't
Wow, what a dream, dude. Dominique, what else have you been up to besides watching TV?
What have I been up to? I perform improv with the Last Neighbors at the Armory every other week or so. Been performing musical improv now that things feel a little bit safer to come out and get into venues. So that's been really fun with my duo called the Mustache Apologies. So
oh, that's awesome. What is there a particular format you guys do, or how does it work?
So we're like your favorite indie band that doesn't exist. So all of our shows are reunion tours. So people just put in the titles of songs and then we play that song.
That's so good.
That's awesome. Musical improv is the creme de la creme of improv.
Funny for Justin to say that. Justin notoriously refuses to do a musical character, but I guess
bad at singing. Can't hear notes. Can't do it. I did a musical improv show once, and I did sing, but it was not.
He sang in a technical sense. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear that you're doing so much stuff. And I always, whenever I hear stuff about the Armory, I'm always so happy because that seems to be like such a good community. So
yeah, it's a spot.
Should support the Armory. That's awesome.
Really nice people. Come through to an Armory show. You'll make like a ton of friends.
Yeah, that's so cool. Great. Like that's why we should be doing this. That's awesome. Anything else you want to plug or promote?
I guess just my Instagram channel handle thing. I'm very not good at it, so I'm trying to get myself to say that out loud. So at the
Great, awesome. Well, that character was so good. Like, I mean, if you hadn't told me that you just did that a couple hours ago, I would not have known. So, man, I hope that you filmed some stuff because that was so great. Really good.
Thanks, guys.
Awesome, cool. We'll see you soon.
Thanks, Dominique.
Oh, that was awesome. Really good.
Very fun.
Very great.
Love it when a hurdle comes into play and you go around that hurdle and make something even better.
That's true. And it happens all the time. Just the other day, I was like on the Stairmaster and I was like, man, should I do 120 floors in one go? And then I was like, oh yeah, Justin can't, so I should. And I did.
You don't know I can't. You don't know anything about what I can or can't because once we haven't had our competition yet. I like how you just slide this in. You're ready. You want to do it, and it's going to happen.
I'm actually. I tell you what. I don't fear many things. I do fear post dry March Justin, because post dry March Justin is going to be fucking high and tight. You know,
all that's been holding me back is the several cocktails I have on.
Well, no, but I understand. I know, but you would be like, you're like, I run pretty much every day, and I'm like, damn, if he runs pretty much every day, now he's going to run twice every day. I know whenever I did dry months, I would be like, dude, I need to do something.
Yeah, you got to get out there. Yeah, got to get that 5 miles. Hit 5 today. Let's go.
Kathy says, are you ever going to do the challenge or just talk about it?
Wow, Kathy's fucking going tonight.
Kathy's on one, man. Folks who are friends of the Discord will know Kathy was in a car accident today, and we are so glad that you're doing well. Kathy, when I saw those posts up on the Discord, I was like, oh no, because I have a letter. I have a letter from Kathy on my refrigerator that is very, very kind. And so everybody join that Discord and wish Kathy well. Kathy's doing post-concussion is watching a screen, which I'm told is really, really good for you. It's good for your brain post concussion.
It seems to be making Kathy stronger.
It seems to be
capable of like ripping us a new one. So shout
yeah, Kathy, man, so good. But yeah, join our Discord, folks, and we've got a fun community. Speaking of a fun community, and you know, hang out with us over there. But in the meantime, I think we should welcome on our very next guest. What do you say, Justin?
Fantastic idea.
Great. So this person, we've heard a little bit of it earlier, just a little bit of a kiss, a little bit of a getting people excited. Kathy, the dramaturg of Characters Welcome, would be able to tell you that apparently this was this performer's very first piece from one of the very first of our live stream shows. Let us welcome to, I'm so sorry, but let's welcome out An Apology.
Woo!
Schönes Mädchen, komm doch noch rüber. Schönes Mädchen, lass mich nie wieder. Komm schon, schönes Mädchen, komm doch mal her. Schönes Mädchen, lass mich nicht mehr alleine tanzen.
Greetings, Facebook friends, high school acquaintances, and Googleable second cousins. It's me, Nick Burble. Thank you for coming to this Zoom. A little to catch up on. I just heard about this COVID thing. Sounds crazy. I'm about to start cleaning my mail as instructed. What else? Oh, I'm 2 episodes away from finishing Friends for the first time. They really are friends. Don't tell me what happens with Gunther. I love him. And I owe you all a great deal of money for pulling you into a multi-level marketing pyramid scheme last year. Wasn't it fun? Weren't we riding so high? We sold an herbal erection stabilizer to the people who need it most. Men with unstable erections. God, I loved it. We were like the Elon Musks of boners, which is also a title that he claims. Let me be honest, it really took the edge off my other struggling schemes. My black market candle front called Stanky Candle. The fake Burger King franchise I briefly ran called Burger Clan, and my decade managing and coaching the New York Knicks. I have declared bankruptcy, or as my mentor calls it, successrupcy. So in lieu of money, I would like to formally offer you an apology and an opportunity. Or as my mentor calls it, an apologetunity. A lotion, or as Jesus called it, the original rubbing juice. This lotion is the kind of lotion that will change your skin's life. It's completely natural, made from a dizzying combination of deer semen, human baby teeth ground up, and whole frog nards, hand harvested by yours truly, Wayne Burble. It's made on a houseboat anchored dangerously close to the Statue of Liberty, and it's currently only illegal in space. It's called moisturitism. And this isn't your usual pyramid scheme. This is a pyramid scam. A scam is a scheme that doesn't mind showing its ass a little bit. Now, let me just describe this sensation. It's like the delicate legs of a spider crawling across your skin and occasionally injecting hot venom right into my bones. And listen, I know you're thinking, once bitten, twice shy, thrice is like kissing your sister. Or, as my mentor says, kissistering. But listen, you're a team who's only ever lost. And all I need for you to do is spend your life savings on way too much of this poison juice and hassle your weakest-minded friends into buying it. Oh, I almost forgot the best part.
No.
If you don't end up selling moisturitism, you can just eat it. The only side effect is, ironically, unstable erection.
Oh.
It tastes like old hot mayonnaise because that's what it is. Happy selling!
Oh my God, Justin Tyler, everyone. Ugh, gross. So much to unpack here, Justin. No, stop. You don't have to do that. You don't need to do that. God, that's horrible. One, how'd you get that shirt and tie on so fast? That was pretty incredible.
Thank you. Thank you for the very basic compliments. It was
Well,
hard, let me say.
I'm going to do a compliment sandwich here. So that's a compliment. Here's a criticism. And maybe this is on purpose. You said your name was Nick Burble at the beginning, and then you said your name was Wayne Burble in the middle. And so was this guy pyramid scheming himself, or
Yeah, there's a subtle change there. There's a subtle change there.
All right, then we'll end with a compliment again.
No, that was very much by accident. But the Burble family is hard to keep track of.
The Burble family is hard to take out. What is that, Justin?
This?
Yes.
Great question. I'm so glad you asked. This is a bottle of hand soap that I bought today.
It's not
cleaned. It is hand soap. I cleaned out the bottle and filled it with yogurt.
Yogurt? Oh, which I just saw you rub deeper into the back of your hand.
Well, it's although I don't want to get it on my clothes, so I'm wiping it off.
Wiped it even harder.
I'm not massaging it. Yogurt, I don't think is much of a moisturizer, but maybe.
Boy. Also, Unstable Erections. Great improv team name. Even better, I put it in the private chat. Really good name for a new series of NFTs, I would say. They could rival Bored Apes, Unstable Erections. Just really good. Yeah, Just a Squirrel sitting here so relieved that's not mayonnaise. Yes, of course.
Thank you. Yeah. Though I'll tell you what.
There it is. Mayonnaise. Look, take all the vowels out and you can sell that shit, dude. Sugar.
Sure. I mean, Go-Gurt was a product that we still like. I remember that.
What did you do with the soap?
I really, really cleaned myself. Like really good. So good. I'm so fresh. No, I saved it in a jar. I mean, you're talking to a guy who all my reputation on this episode is like I'm
he's Mr. Saving King. Sure.
So of course I saved the soap. I'm not gonna dump soap down the drain.
Oh man, so gross. You didn't have a little guy somewhere?
One of these now.
You didn't have a
now I do.
Now you do. Stop eating it, dude. Quit it.
It's good. It's good yogurt. Fresh.
It's not.
Guess what flavor? Guess what flavor?
Bro, you really should just bring that around with you the next time you got to do something on the go, pack a lunch. That should be what you do.
Like going to a meeting or something and just being like, hey, you know what I think we should do? We got to go. We need to really find a way to monetize this.
Or you should put it like make yourself a protein shake and go to the gym and just fucking dab yourself up a little bit.
Yeah, I understand you guys like to just like have a cup, but no, I like little squirts, little bits, little tiny little just jabs of whatever I'm drinking.
Oh, that's so gross. Yeah, in the private chat, trainer at the gym. This isn't what Feurer had in mind. That is a good point. Yeah.
Wow. Shouts that you think I'm spending some high-end Feurer yogurt. This is I think Wegmans. This is Wegmans plain yogurt. It's just what I eat in the morning.
Stop, Justin. You don't have to do that anymore. You're good. Really fun. My sister was involved in LuLaRoe for a while. I think I've told this story before, but now I have several women's LuLaRoe shirts that I wear because my sister ended up with closets full of it because she was tricked.
That's what I like. MLMs are so interesting to me because the way that people buy in and then sort of get scammed out is like the way it's such a formula to fool people, and it works a lot.
Yeah, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. Oh, I have I've told this story, but now I have an update on this story. That very quickly, my old music teacher from my high school, Red Lion High School, had a teacher there. And once I went to college, once I graduated high school, about 2 years into college, he DM'd me on Facebook and said, "Hey, now you're not one of my students anymore. We can hang out. Next time you're in town, let's chill." And I was like, holy shit, I respected this guy so much. I went to theater school in college because he did so much for me in the music program in high school. And I was like, all right, cool. And next time I hit him up, he was like, come on over to my place. Went over to his place, walked in there. On the dining room table was a bunch of Amway products. And he was like, sit down right here. And he made me watch an Amway video and gave me Amway products and was like, this is the deal. Like your other your band director is also in on it. Like would love to have you here as a part of it. And I never felt smaller in my entire life. I was like, dude, I thought this guy wanted to be my friend. This fucking sucks. I've told that story before. Let me just tell you the end of that story.
Oh, no.
About 3 years ago, I finally got closure on that story. I looked him up again, and he was fired for having sex with a student at the school.
Oh.
This guy has no redeeming qualities.
Wow.
At all, dude.
I mean, it is an amazing moment when you see an adult and you're like, oh man, you're an idiot. What do you
suck? And then you're like, wow, actually the law proves that you suck.
Well, and like I of course that is horrible. But the moment where like you as a kid is looking up to this guy and you walk in and you see like, you're trying to scam me, dude. You need like $50 from a former student who idolized you.
Holy shit. Jorge in the private chat says that could have been you. It's true. Wow. Yeah, and that's what I'm so upset about. If he had invited me over to his place and was like, let's fuck, I would have been like, I respect that. I respect it. But you're no me, so I'm not gonna have sex with you.
Yeah. I just hope you don't bump into the multiversal Eric who is also selling Amway.
Bought into the Amway products. They tasted pretty good. It was all like fucking
food.
Yeah, the Amway like got caught for like being a vacuum cleaner company and shit, and they were like, okay, we're not going to do that anymore. Now we're doing it again, but instead we're like nutritional supplements.
Yes. Oh man, so many great ways to earn a living.
So many great.
We chose comedy.
It's true, which is in fact the greatest way to earn a living I've ever seen in my entire life. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Folks, we have two pieces of news for you. One of them is very sad, and one of them we are not going to negotiate with you with. The very sad piece of news is that we are down to our very final character of the night, folks. Just as Quiet Coyote says, plastic of the future. Yes, thank you so much, Quiet Coyote. That is true. We're down to our very final character of the night, plastic of the future. And the piece of news, Justin, why don't you tell them the piece of news that's non-negotiable because you love this part so much?
That there's no more comedy after this.
After this, comedy is done. Comedy ? Not after this. Period. Oh, I like that, Jorge. That's really good.
Hard period, something you shouted out earlier. And Eric, let me just say, speaking of scamming someone,
okay,
I have been fooled into saying these words by you over the course of this show. When you started doing this thing, I was like, not for me. And now I'm literally, so you're just teeing me up, but I'm just saying it like a trained squirrel that you're just giving a little nut to.
Yeah, I do give you a little nut every time. But let me just say, comedy ? Not after this, period. That's merch right there. That's merch. Comedy not after this. I'd wear that shirt, man.
It's a great idea.
Stop, Justin.
I got merch right here.
Yeah, you should actually. Screenshot noise.
Yeah, no.
There it is. Get it. This was Eric's long con, was to eventually train Justin, much like a dog with a bell, to say that there's no more comedy after this.
Yeah, I'm salivating for more squirt yogurt.
It's true. But that doesn't mean that we're not going to see comedy right now. So why don't we welcome on our very final guest of the night, Justin?
Can't wait. This is the kind of person that I can't wait to defeat Eric in front of. Please welcome to the Rectangles, a trainer at a fun gym.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Fadley, and welcome to Jordan Tunes Fitness, where every workout is fitness meets fun. I'm so glad you joined our intro class, where the secret to our popularity is that we're a fun gym first and a fitness gym second. As our leader Jordan Tunes says, we're so popular, people think we're a cult. So let's pump out some squats, become our best selves, and divulge sensitive personal information that won't be used against you later. Okay, if everyone could join me in a hamstring stretch, or as we call them, glazing your honey-baked hams. Fun gym. Oh, sick. My wearable says it's time for icebreakers. So while we glaze, I want everyone to disclose the worst thing they've ever done behind the wheel of a car. Lisa Lisa has a question. Why is this necessary? Well, Lisa, here at Tunes Fitness, your squat is only as valuable as your ability to disclose fears, past litigations, and any affairs you've had to any member of the Tunes team. It's like Jordan always says, tight ass, open heart, share those secrets from the start. Glow up time. Instead of warm-ups, here at Jordan Tunes, we do glow ups, where we look in the mirror, stretch, and point out everything wrong with ourselves. When we're done, we dance it out to some Lizzo and feel good again. Wait a minute, I'm gonna need to pick apart my every single curve. It's a fun gym. Did someone say jumping jorts? Time to wear jorts while doing jumping jacks, you crazy fitty wops. She's not happening and our traps are swole. Oh, I see a thin query from the already stunning Svetlana. Yes, Svetlana, you can join and then cancel. Great cue. Well, this gym is totally hassle-free, and all of us are friends here. You can leave at any time. And you should never feel any pressure to stay, ever. We just ask that you honor your 1-year commitment in full and post that I indeed am a fucking failure on all social media platforms, or will completely annul your membership. Bunny ears. All right. I'm feeling some squats, or as we call them, badonka downs. Baby, are you down? That's Jay Sean. Fun gym! All right. Turn, Svetlana. We're going to love you here like you've never been loved before. In fact, we're going to love you so much, you'll probably end up in a relationship with one of the trainers. No, Lisa, there is not an inappropriate dynamic here because I'll be in a Speedo that says Margaret Thatcher on the crotch. So how can I have any power while looking that stupid? Before anyone asks, yes, Jordan Tunes is still heavily involved in the gym. He's just in Africa for a month-long sweat retreat with the top-tier Tunes team, having tantric sex and doing a 7-day water fast. I, for one, am gutted to be missing it. But I missed my body fat goal last month, or as we call it, my Chumbawamba minimization. So I was forced to stay here and train you newcomers. All right. Now that our workout is complete, I want everyone to drink from these thick gargoyle-shaped goblets filled with electrolytes, aminos, and a little bit of cyanide. Fun gym! Fun gym! Fun gym!
Yeah!
Oh, holy Lord. Dougie!
Good luck, everybody.
Hey, oh.
How are you, Dougie?
I'm doing well. How are you two doing?
So good. What could this be about?
What is it possibly about?
This isn't about a real gym, right?
It's my gym actually self-admits that it's cultish. Like they put it in the ads and stuff.
Who
And
is your gym?
Mark Fisher Fitness.
Yes, that's exactly who I thought this was about. I was like,
Wow.
Yeah. And they're like, you walk in and it's theater camp energy from the second you walk in until the second you walk out. And it's not for everybody. I love it because I'm ridiculous. But like, but if you don't like that kind of thing and you just want to like be alone with your workout, it is not for you.
Not that place, right? Yeah. Mark Fisher is tradition. It is like, isn't it like the Broadway gym?
Yeah. It's like mostly performers there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man. So fucking fun.
That's an intense. I did CrossFit for like a year and a half many years ago, and that was the closest I've come to something like that.
They make they'll post about you if you miss the session, right? That's where I got that joke from. I heard.
Holy.
Some CrossFit gyms are very intense like that.
Yeah, they'll
in community. Shaming.
Yeah.
Wow. Meanwhile, I go to Bay Ridge Planet Fitness, which is I'll say it right now, and I hope you're watching Bay Ridge Planet Fitness. One of the worst gyms I've ever been to in my fucking life. Horrible.
That's
Planet Fitness are like offices with some metal in them, basically.
Yeah, it seems even funny to try to like offer constructive criticism to them. It's like a joke. I went there yesterday, and the water fountains didn't work. There was no water in the gym.
Oh, that's very problematic.
No, thank you. That's so funny. Have you ever taken your shoes off in the locker room?
That's a great question. Answer no. I would never.
Yeah.
Please don't. No, sir.
You'll be on The Last of Us after you walk out.
That's it. And Jorge, do we have a picture of me on The Last of Us? I believe we do.
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, there we go. Eric isn't infected. I like that.
Pretty good. Oh man. But Dougie, what have you been up to? It's so good.
Yeah, what's new, Doug?
It's great to see you both. I got a space I recorded folks out of my basement for 8 years, and I finally got a proper space. So I recently did that. In Dumbo, in one of those loft spaces in Dumbo. So I've been recording people here, and North Coast has a show this Saturday, so that'll be really fun. Yeah,
North Coast, always fun to see. You guys have been around for a long time and always seem like you're going strong.
Thank you. Yeah, 14 years now.
Oh,
no improv team should exist for 14 years, and yet here we are.
You guys must love each other.
I'm the only original member left.
Oh, really?
Hey,
yeah. Everybody else has children and spouses, and I'm 33 and still doing improv all the time.
Wow. That's okay.
No, but I have a lot of fun.
Oh, that is awesome. And it's so good to hear about these like fucking pillars, like surviving the pandemic and continuing to go strong. I think that's awesome, Dougie. That's so good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Great to see you both. And I really loved taking your class during the pandemic, Eric. I really felt the growth, and you're such an incredible teacher.
Oh, stop.
Look at this.
I'm okay, but I don't have a studio space in Dumbo.
I make dough. We make dough out here.
Oh man, Dougie. It really is just so good to see it. I'm so glad to hear that you've got good stuff going on. That makes me so happy. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I hope to see you both in person really soon.
Me too, man.
Would love.
Hell yeah.
Great to see you, Doug. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Get that gym.
Folks, run, don't walk to the next North Coast show. So good. So great. Great.
Look them up if you haven't. If you don't know what they are. A lot of great clips on them.
So good to see Dougie. That's awesome. Well, Justin, we did it again. You can stop that now or right now.
You can't stop me from doing this. I have evidence.
That's true, but I am minutes away from calling in a bomb threat to your apartment. Don't do that anymore.
Wow. Yeah, if you call it in, I know it's not real. You're gonna call me? You're gonna call me on the phone?
Yeah, I'm gonna call you. There's a bomb in your house, dude.
Nice.
Oh boy, I'm gonna call a pizza delivery to your house, and I'm gonna tell the pizza delivery guy I'll give you $200 if you slap that thing out of that man's hand. God, here, really fucking yeah. Let's get banned from every platform right now if that's okay.
Let me be honest, it still tastes a little like soap.
Folks, here's what you do, folks. Hold your computer or your phone sideways, and then we'll let that white stuff just drip right out of my anus.
This is no good.
This is comedy, baby. Let's bring in Jorge, best tech in the biz. Thank you so much for being here, Jorge.
Thank you so much for having me.
Wow, look at you go. Jorge, is that a little cowboy hat behind you there?
That
Oh, you get a little cowboy hat, huh?
It is. It has a
wow.
Yeah.
Marty, the one-man party over here.
Here I am.
You're up, cowboy. Wow.
Let me ask you, you tech this show, but who techs your hat?
Ooh.
Good job.
I'm going to say the electric. How dare you? Got me 15.
Look at this guy.
Look at this guy doing two jobs at once. Normally that would be heavily frowned upon, but Jorge.
I'm quiet quitting both of them.
Oh, good. Perfect. That's great.
Very silently.
That's really, really good.
JK, I could never quit you.
Oh, well, I wish I knew how to quit you.
Oh, well, is this hat backwards? I feel like a dingus if it was. You know what?
There's no wrong way to wear that hat.
You are the party man. You'll tell me if the hat's on backwards.
Damn right I will, and it's always right.
There it is. What a dream. Well, folks, thank you so much for being here. We have live stream shows every Wednesday at 8 p.m.
Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Get this. I've got a backlog of, I counted them today. I have 12 videos to drop on the YouTube page, which I will quiet drop much over the course of
quiet dropping.
Every 2 or 3 days, we're going to drop a new one down there. I think maybe not tomorrow, but maybe Friday we'll have a new one going.
Great.
And in the meantime,
I'm quiet splurting over here.
Yeah, you can't say quiet dropping when he has a bottle of Go-Gurt.
Justin is truly ruining his dinner with that fucking horrible abomination.
This is my dinner, brother.
In the meantime, check out our Discord and chat us up right there, and we'll have announcements for like when our next live stream show is right there. Okay. Otherwise, we'll see you guys next week.
Have a great week, folks. Good night.
Good night, y'all.
Bye.